Okay, so I've already primed my lids. I just use something cheap and basic and simple like this. And then I'm going to go in here with an R37 by Morphe. And I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to dip in with raw sienna right here. Blend away. And repeat on the other eye. Okay. So I'm gonna go in now with the Soft Glam by Anastasia. And I just lost my brush. And I'm just gonna go in with Burnt Orange on a Morphe M513 and just place it right in the crease of my eye. Just to give it a little bit more depth. And repeat on the other one. And then I'm going to go in with another R37 that doesn't have a whole lot on it. And I'm still sticking with the same palette and going in with a little bit of orange soda. And just kind of bring it up and mix it in with the two colors that are already on there already. Okay, so it is nice and hot out here tonight, so I really don't feel like doing a whole lot. So with the same palette here, I'm just going to take Fairy. Just use my finger, and I'm just placing it all over my lid. A little bit more in the center. Repeat on the other eye. Alright, so I'm going to take the M513 again and just go in with a little bit more of the raw sienna. And then I'm just going to put it in the crease here, just to kind of blend the two together so there's no harsh lines, because those are not cute. And just take the R37 again and just completely blend everything out. Okay. So nothing too much, it's pretty simple and basic. Okay. So now I'm going to take my Soleil drops here, Unicorn Essence. This gives a really nice dewy finish to the skin. And rub it. And then I'm going to take some of the Tatcha, the silk canvas. It gives you such a nice airbrush finish. It's amazing. Alright, and then I'm going to take some Cover FX drops. This is in Moonlight. Just place it where you want to be really nice and dewy. You can either blend it out with your fingers or you can take a beauty blender or a brush. It's your own preference. It gives you a really nice dewy finish. I got that one at Sephora in a little kit. It came with a illuminating primer as well as a little setting spray here too. Okay. So if you have anything dark under here, any blue tints or anything, you can use something a little bit like this, something that's got a little bit of an orangey kind of tint. I just put a little bit of that in my inner corner before I completely go in with my concealer. I find it just kind of helps blend it and hide everything a little bit better. So I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light neutral. And this is really, really full coverage. So I see people all over YouTube, they'll just like completely swipe and fill everything in, but I cannot do that. Leaves me looking a little bit too cake face. So I'm just taking a little BH Cosmetics 129 brush, and I normally like to kind of blend it all out first with a little brush before I go in with the Beauty Blender. Wet Beauty Blender. And of course, making those weird faces that everybody does when you do it. Alright, so I find a lot of high-end foundations are a little bit too thick coverage for me, full coverage, and that's just not something that I really like. I really like the True Match L'Oreal Lumi, and this is in W5. It gives you enough coverage, but it still makes it so you have that really pretty natural finish. And it just gives a really dewy look to the skin on top of everything else. I don't like matte. I find that matte makes me age, and nobody wants that. The younger we can look, the better. And blend it down on your neck because nobody likes the lines. I know a lot of people like to do their foundation and everything first, but I don't like to, just fallout reasons, and it's just my own preference and my own way I like to do things. Alright, so, if I can find it, I am going to go in with just, I don't know the number of this brush, but it's just something I got off Amazon. And I'm going to take the Kat Von D Shade Light palette and the two latest colors here, top off any excess, and just place it in the eyes just to set that concealer because we don't want to be a creasy hot mess. Alright, so that's all set. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Fit Me Pressed powder just to kind of set my face just a little bit. And this is in 222 Natural Beige. A little bit too late for me right now, so I'm not going to use a whole lot of it. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to take a teeny tiny little brush here. This is a BH Cosmetics brush and there's no name on it. So I'm actually going to go in here with a soft glam and I'm going to pick up Rustic and just place that right along my lower lash line there just to kind of darken it up a little bit. Because I cannot wear eyeliner on my lower lash line, otherwise it just transfers right down to my lower lid and that's just really gross. Alright, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go in with a Morphe 506 and take a little bit of the burnt orange and just blend everything underneath. Alright, I'm just going to take another R37 brush, just kind of blend everything together. I really like to bring everything a little bit further down in my lower lash line just to give it a little bit more of that super smoky look. Alright, so we got that so far. And then I'm going to go in with the Becca Chrissy. And don't judge my brushes, I have no idea where the rest of this went. But this is a BH brush, and I'm just going to go in with the color Malibu Soleil. Bronzer. Bronze up the cheeks. And just take the same brush that I used to kind of contour up. I don't want to necessarily bake. I don't want it to be too sharp. But just use it for a little bit of a cleanup. Alright. Forehead. Take the same color here. Just go a little bit down the nose. Take a BH Cosmetics brush. Just blend that out. I'm just gonna go in with a really light pink blush because I really don't have a big selection, and it's the Fit Me blush. It's medium pink. Just add a little bit to the cheeks here. Just to add a little bit of color, but I want to be mostly nice and bronzy. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Dip for my brows in blonde. Okay, so I have little gaps in mine, and they're very uneven. So I normally just go in with the powder, just to kind of help even out any places that are a little bit lighter. This probably takes the longest part out of everything. So that is that. That's probably about as good as that's gonna get. So for highlighter, my favorite, I'm beyond obsessed. Amrezy by Anastasia. And I am taking this on an M5110. I mean, look at that. And you can go ham if you totally want. And sometimes just to intensify it a little bit more, I'll go in with my damp beauty blender and just kind of tap it in there. And it just makes it that much more intense. So I'm actually going to use this as well and highlight my brow bone. Pop a little bit on the inner corner here as well. So I'm just going to curl my lashes a little bit. And it's way too hot to wear any false lashes. Normally I try and avoid them if at all possible anyways, because they drive me nuts. Just apply whatever mascara it is that you want. Unfortunately, the only one I've been able to find that works for me, because my eyelashes are naturally so straight, is the CoverGirl Lash Blast in Waterproof. Anytime I try anything else after I curl my lashes, they just completely fall flat. So, if anybody has any ideas of a different type of mascara that'll work, please let me know. While that's drying, before I go and do my lower lash line, I'm going to take that Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. And do my lippy. So I am going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills in Rio. Really bright pink. Really bold, but so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go in, do my lower lash line. Highlight my Cupid's bow again. Pick up Forever eyeliner. Just a tight line. I know this makes so many people cringe, so if you're one of those people, I apologize. There you go. Simple, sweet, and just enough for summer.